Welcome back to Neffy Cat. We're so glad that you can join us today. It's a beautiful day out despite a very, very red market. And thinking about things going on today made me think of something important that I've discovered in my life that I want to share with you. Sometimes when we feel discouraged or hopeless, we can feel upset because we only see one solution. Perhaps the solution that we've been working on isn't working out. Perhaps there's more factors involved, or things aren't working out like we thought they would. Perhaps things are just taking a different direction than we had anticipated. Something I learned early in my life, particularly in my 20s. In life, most of the time, there's more than one way to solve your problems, and there's more than one path, more than one angle to the same issue that can resolve it. I want to take the idea of money here. This is one that I really struggled with. In my early life, the people who I was raised with didn't mean to have any harm towards me. They just didn't know any better. And they were taught themselves that the employed idea, that the hourly wage, the minimum wage struggle was what we were cursed to in life. And that only people that were greedy or selfish, people that didn't care about others, were the ones that basically had the most money. I have actually in real life discovered absolutely the opposite to be true. But we were taught to have this awful attitude towards money, towards the idea of bringing it into our lives. And instead of observing those who are successful, I was taught to be upset over it, not to learn from them, and not to learn from the whole situation. So in my 20s, life brought me more than one teacher that presented alternative ways that I could bring in money. And it wasn't until my 30s that I really began to accept that. At that point, I started getting online, places like eBay. I remember abebooks.com. And I used to sell stuff in those places, discovering that there was a more positive way to bring money in. There was a wonderful lady who I had actually met years before who had done crafting. And she used to go to flea markets and made her living that way. She didn't have to do a 9-to-5 for somebody else. I could have learned at that opportunity, but I didn't have the self-confidence to. Later, like I said, I did. I gained confidence and was ready to try. After years of unhappiness, I had been doing housekeeping for a number of years in janitorial work. At that point, I was not very happy in what I was doing, and I felt trapped and victimized by the idea of having to bring money into my life. Well, at my age now, a happy, shiny 51, I know better. And I want to tell you guys that in life, not just in the financial area, life almost always has alternative options and alternative things, paths and methods that you might not even conceive of with your current way of thinking. So I want you to keep that in mind for those of you that are having troubles. Recognize that about life. Recognize that life almost always has alternatives. The answers are often ones that you can't even currently conceive of because of your mindset and the way that you are taught to think, the way we're taught to believe. I wanted to share that message with you because it's a message of hope. It's a message of hope when we're facing harder times. Now I'll give you a tiny, fun, small example. I have temporarily reshuffled where his house is, or the little top, I should say, of his tower, and it's working just fine so far. These old curtain rods are now little play toys. Yes. Now somebody can play with them or chew on them. Well, thank you all so very much. Look at that little attitude on him. Thank you all so very much for sharing this time with me today and with him. And I hope a lot that you're enjoying watching him play, just like I am, and that this brings cheer. Well, thank you all so much. If you like the content of our videos, don't forget to take those paws and paw that like button. You can paw the subscription button. You can paw the notification bells as well. That way you can see all of Neffy Cat's videos. Well, thank you all very much. And we look forward to seeing you in the next video.